defensively for the Eagles. And Richie Kotite said he knows it sounds absurd, but he thinks this defensive line is better than last year's. Simmons, Harmon, Millard, and Tim Harris, the former Packer who is making a homecoming. And almost nothing made of that. Here's Thomas, Evans, and Joyner, the linebackers, and the secondary, not the strength of this team. Allen, Miano, Frizzell, and Mark McMillan.
Pass, Jim. The Giants are a lot better team at this point than Dave Wanstad's Bears. Burline is picked off by William Thomas. Burline makes the tackle at the 9. However, they're moving it on this series. Oh, a sack. A sack by Keith Millard. Welcome back to Keith Millard, the first sack of the game. First down, Phoenix from the 17. Hurst, another loss. This time, Mike Flores.
That was Clayton in motion. Thomas just misses far. Now Joyner chases him, and Joyner catches him, losing yardage back to the 30. Seth Joyner makes the tackle.
Hey, that is what you call hustling. Seth Joyner in front of him.
First down and 10 following the 38-yard kickoff return. Play fake. Favre looks deep, fires it deep, and that one is tipped and intercepted. Rich Miano has it after Seth Joyner had tipped the ball. And now Miano coming left and is out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And Brett Favre is going to have to face the wrath of Mike Holmgren after that ill-advised pass.
And I tell you, and it was a big play by Seth Joyner.
Who was murdered in South Carolina earlier this year. He's got the Pops Jordan tribute on the back of his helmet. Thrown up for grabs and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Allen. And the Eagles get a huge turnover on what looked like a blimp ball. That thing was a pop gun.
That was, well, he was trying to throw it away, but you always teach a quarterback, if you're going to throw it away out of bounds. Don't throw it away in the field, because that's exactly what
he had worked with more than any other. 2nd and 7. Redskins at their own 41. Slipped down and coming away from the center. The artificial turf still damp in spite in the first quarter. A lot of messages on that board. The Eagles lead, 2nd and 9. Redskins ball at their own 45. Conklin to throw it. Pass is intercepted. Rich Miano. Pressure from Clyde Simmons and from Keith Millard.
Yeah, that was an interesting shift. That the whole defensive line shifted before the play.
The Eagles. Every ball that Roby has hit was just about that perfect. That's a low snap. Roby can't get rid of it, and the Eagles will get the ball deep in Redskin territory. Roby was down. Guy Bingham. The ball bounced back to Roby, and he couldn't get rid of it. The Eagles take over.
You know, to the hard count, more than that head bob.
3rd and 9. Eagles show blitz momentarily, then picked off. Eric Allen strolled in for the Eagle touchdown.
I'll tell you, Clyde Simmons made the big play. That's why Kerry Conklin is down. Clyde Simmons took an inside move on Joe Jacoby, and he hit Conklin. In fact, he knocked him out just as he throws the ball. Watch, here's Simmons here. He's going to take an inside move right there. Now watch him as he just comes through. He's going to take an inside move. He gives a club to the inside, right up there. Made Conklin throw it. Probably couldn't even see Eric Allen. Threw it when he didn't want to.
His head bounced off the artificial turf. And he was just dizzy momentarily. He didn't see Eric Allen dancing to the end zone. Matt Barr's extra point is good. And the Eagles close it. It's 21-17 with 2:34 left, third quarter. Now that's my game of 3 weeks ago. There is Conklin. Couple of pumps and down he goes. Clyde Simmons had cramps in his legs. He got rid of those.
Tight end. This formation that they're in right now has gotten them a lot of pass yardage.
2nd and 2. Johnson again. Fumble. Scramble. Eagles have it. The Eagles ball this time. Popped away from Johnson. Esiason had a shot at it, and the Eagles come up with it.
Number 51, William Thomas is the guy that ends up with it. He's the outside light ass to run a post from the 20-yard line.
He gets on top of the post too quickly. 2nd and 10. Here's Boomer. Pass is picked off by Rich Miano, the ex-Jet. Boomer overthrew it.
And he overthrew it as his second pass receiver. He was looking at the first guy. That wasn't his first read, was inside. Watch him. He's coming here. It's a little roll to the left. He was going to throw the short one. You see him pump it, and then when he brings it back, that's when he overthrows it. Rich Miano was out there, right there, and he threw it right to Miano. Down. You see that part of it. But I know until this is the second sunset I've ever seen. The first one was when we were doing a game in Dallas.
I remember. I've seen a lot more than that.
No, I've never seen it where it goes all the way down.
Esiason's fake is a good one. His pass is not. It's picked off by Eric Allen. Allen still spinning, still finding room, and Allen comes out of the pack. Eric Allen still on his feet. Eric Allen at the 40. Allen is going to go all the way. Eric Allen steps into the end zone, and the Eagles are ahead from 94 yards away.
They're taking it to the house. That was an unbelievable play.
Unbelievable run. Look who's in the dugout, in the tunnel. Randall Cunningham.
They gave Randall Cunningham the ball. Eric Allen was down. He was hurt. He comes back.
Eric Allen. The book says 94 yards and a touchdown on that return. And the sun is still out for Philadelphia. Almost down maybe for the Jets.
There it is. We just saw a sunset. But before that, we saw a great interception.
And a great run. Eric Allen ran officially 94, but more than 120 yards. Spectacular run by Eric Allen. Wow. Want to see again? I do. Just enjoy this.
Yeah, this is something to enjoy if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan or any kind of fan. But he caught that. I mean, just catching that interception was great. Catching it behind him. And watch all these moves and spins and everything he does. This is all Eric Allen. I mean, he's running out of plays, jumping. His legs are going up and down. And he just runs away from everyone.
Including the official. Stopped to straighten his hat.
Somehow Calvin Williams, who's an offensive player, ends up in this picture. The official gets his hat knocked off, and Randall Cunningham ends up with the ball.
Randall's crutches in the background, you can see, and there he is.
Lead 35-30. And this is the play maybe of the year, regardless of whatever else happens.
Well, like I was saying, you start off with the good coverage, and then the catch, and then you cap it off with this great run. And then we talked about how Randall Cunningham was injured early in the game, has a broken leg. Eric Allen handed that ball to Randall Cunningham.
Incompletion. This is it. Esiason comes out of the pocket.
He's going to take off and run it out of bounds, and he does hit hard. But he did not get the first down.
Byron Evans didn't make a lot of great plays today, but he finished up the game with one.
And the Eagles will take over.
That was one-on-one, fourth down out there. Either Boomer Esiason's going to get the first down, or Byron Evans is going to not let him get a first down.
Harbaugh, Anderson, nothing there.
Then you got Keith Millard. Not exactly what the Eagle fans are used to seeing up front.
2nd and 5, blitz. Anderson coughs it up. Ball is still loose. I think Chicago recovers.
I think it's Harbaugh on the bottom of that pile. It looked like Gerald Nichols had a real good shot at it.
There's Clyde Simmons. The Bears are an outstanding 6 of 9 on 3rd down conversions. Here comes the blitz. Harbaugh chased by Thomas. It's intercepted by Seth Joyner. He laterals it back, and Byron Evans has it. First down, Eagles.
And I think Evans might have fumbled at the end of this play, and that's why you're seeing this skirmish. And what's Mark McMillan going to do? Is he going to go jump in there on the pile like a gnat? Conway says, get out of here. You got to be kidding me.
Severe test. 4th and about 1.5 feet on the 9th play of this Chicago drive. That's Gedney in motion. Anderson comes right. Don't know. Do not know. The Eagles think they've held.
They think they got good enough penetration to force Anderson to bounce it to the outside, and then it looked like he lost his footing. And to get a measurement that will only delay the obvious, because both teams have already changed units on the field. You can hear Brister's greeting from this crowd. Yeah, way short. The real key to this play was the play of Seth Joyner.
2nd down and 8. 17-0. Harbaugh caught. Fumble. Recovered by Philadelphia.
William Thomas got the hit, the blindside shot. And the Eagles get that turnover.
It's 3rd and 2. Blitz. Sims back. Got him. Andy Harmon cut through and got Phil Sims, and the Giants will be forced to punt. Andy Harmon.
You know, that's twice that Harmon has come in on Sims.
Out of the shotgun. Deep left side. Intercepted. Picked off by Mark McMillan. He thinks about lateraling back and tries to do so, and the Giants take over. Oh, my goodness.
Deadline coming up on October 19th on Tuesday. Could be some action around the league.
Speaking of which, we'll get to the Warren Moon thing here. Sims intercepted by McMillan. And this time, I promise you, he will not lateral. Mark McMillan down at the 42-yard line. And the young man from Alabama has got to be so thrilled with that kind of reprieve.
He may never let go of the ball, Vern. Look at the grip he's got on it. Finger over the point. Second interception of the day is 3rd on his career. Lack of productivity of their offense.
1st and 5. Sweep left. Byron Evans makes up for it with a big defensive play.
Wide receivers of the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd and 6. Play action. And Aikman is sacked by Andy Harmon. Over New England. And the Jets drop the Giants. Aikman play action, threatening to go long, but no, he's sacked for the 2nd time. And it's Andy Harmon again. We got the tempers are going right now. Expect the Cowboys to do something here in the last 2 minutes, but not on that play. Byron Evans, Andy Harmon, they drop Emmitt Smith for about a 4-yard loss. It's hard to complete any kind of lengthy pass when it's coming down like this deluge. So they'll run it with Smith, and he'll lose a yard as Clyde Simmons met him.
He's wide right. Here comes the blitz. Britt Hager makes the tackle on Ron Moore with some help from William Thomas. 16-3 Phoenix, opening moment, second half. Chandler in trouble. He is caught and dropped and fumbles the ball. And it'll be Philadelphia football. Keith Millard comes up with it.
This season, that's 5th in the NFL. They're 4 of 5 today. Mitchell. That'll be picked off. Intercepted by Rich Miano, the free safety. Mitchell had a misread with his receiver, O.J. McDuffie, and Miano made a diving interception. On 2,500 yards rushing for the Dolphins, played a year for the Eagles in 1989. Fumble. Eagles got it back. Andy Harmon with a fumble recovery as Peterson and his center Jeff Dallenbach, 2 men new to those positions, fumble the exchange. We're at the Eagle 27-yard line. Here's the reverse to McDuffie, and the Eagles stop him for a loss. Clyde Simmons got penetration in the backfield. Andy Harmon was there. Seconds or open it up and take a couple of shots down the field. Well, Mitchell's in the shotgun. 6 defensive backs on for the Eagles. And Mitchell sacks. Mike Flores gets the sack. The Eagles have the lowest sack total in the NFL, but they get one here. 27-yard line. Here's the reverse to McDuffie, and the Eagles stop him for a loss. Clyde Simmons got penetration in the backfield. Andy Harmon was there too, and the reverse went nowhere.
Dave Meggett, the lone setback. There are 4 wide receivers. And Sims back to throw it, a blitz. William Thomas all over Phil Sims. Nobody stayed to block it.
Yeah, that's a problem that the Giants have in that 4 receivers. Just kind of make a run scrimmage out of it and pound every down. The Eagles were still huddling up, and the Giants quickly got out.
Second 15, reverse coming. This is Mark Jackson. And Jackson is tackled way back at about the 1-yard line.
That was a heck of a play by Britt Hager. Britt Hager's a middle linebacker. And the whole interception and the return, one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
3rd and 6. Sims back to throw it. Maybe. Fumble. This is a fumble. Meggett got it back.
And that was Eric Allen. We were just talking about Eric Allen on the play before that. He makes a cover, and here Eric Allen is up on the line of scrimmage, and he's coming on a blitz. The blitz is usually coming on 2nd, 3rd, and long.
2nd and 8. Here's Sims. Picked off by Britt Hager. I've got to see how. I thought it was batted down, but not all the way down.
I think what you're going to see is watch Joyner here coming on the pass rush. He's going to take Rodney Hampton, and he's going to knock him right into Phil Sims. Right as Sims is throwing the ball. It looked like the ball went up, and Hager just came down with it before it ever fall down. We're just talking about inches.
The Giants take over. 1st and 10. They lead it 7-3. This is Hampton. The Eagles get it back. Whoa, does that thing bring back some memories?
You talk about a play
He's on the bench for the youngster Howard, but they got to find out what he can do. Gannon trying to avoid the sack, took it up the middle, but he is dropped at the 25-yard line by Mike Flores. Interception, William Thomas. So the Redskins' drive ended in Philadelphia territory. Look at this. It's intercepted. Mitchell with a short snap, a pass play, and the Eagles pick it up. Otis Smith alertly grabbing that little lob pass.
Well, a gutsy call, but even a better play by Otis Smith. They're going to snap it right there. Now up in the air and try to pop pass to Todd Bowles, but Otis Smith wins the basketball toss and comes down with the interception.
Well, that was unique and unusual and all of those things, and costly, as it turns out.
Very costly. They have to blitz to try to get pressure.
Well, and they have Tim Harris out with the elbow injury, and he's a good pass rusher. It's stripped away by Flores, and a good recovery by Gannon. So they got pressure from Flores from the left defensive end. Monk in motion behind the ball. Gannon forced out of bounds by Hager.
Good coverage right there by the Philadelphia Eagles.
2nd and 15 from the 25-yard line. Rob Evans, and they stuff it.
Boy, I like that, Seth Joyner. What a football player. Great instincts. He read it immediately. They came with the blitz off the corner. Joyner senses it, comes right back in.
Leading to the only touchdown scored in this game, that by the Eagles, of course. The blitz from the corner. Eric Allen has Gannon. 4th sack.
Tim, great call by Bud Carr. 2 gaps, and he's been a good match for the Eagles.
2nd and goal. Gannon back to the line of scrimmage. Good coverage in the end zone by the Eagles. Simmons and William Thomas made the tackle.
There should have been 2 plays called right there. He didn't get it done.
And he's going all the way downfield. And it is intercepted.
Nice.
Wes Hopkins on the interception with the deflection. 6 seconds on the clock, and the Eagles have the ball and the game.
Aikman flushed out, loses the football. Philly has it. A huge break for the Eagles at the 6-yard line. John Roper winds up with the football.
Novacek, the tight end, he was setting up the block. They get the penalty.
3rd and 9. Aikman, well, the secondary did a wonderful job. He has to slide to a halt at the 39. No gain. They'll punt again.
And hear the murmur in the crowd?
Yep. 3rd and 9. And Aikman gets taken down to the 29. That's Andy Harmon with the sack.
Again, just good coverage deep by Philadelphia.
All right, 3rd down and 8. A first down will end this game effectively if Dallas can get it. Aikman's going to the air. Flush. Slides down at the 44. That means the Eagles are going to get the ball back. From the 44, they'll take as much time as they can off the clock.
So Buffalo from the 25-yard line. And it's Thurman Thomas. Hit for a loss. Mike Flores, the left defensive end, made the stop. He has certainly taken his share of shots once again this season. And Kelly took a hit there, coughed it up. Wes Hopkins on the recovery, and the Eagles take over.
It's one of these things when you don't expect someone to be there. They're running a bootleg pass.
Kelly had audible eyes. Kelly took the long look. Can't find anyone. And now throws.
Intercepted.
It is picked off by Eric Allen. He with his 4th interception of the season.
This is something that I saw Bledsoe do last week for New England and throw into a crowd. And this is something you don't expect a veteran to do. Kelly is really running for his life. Watch this. Here he's running. He gets away. He gets away again, and then he throws. He sees Brooks is wide open. The ball is behind Brooks, and it goes off his hand. Allen makes the interception.
3rd and 1 out of the 7th. Oh, Davis took the hit, and he is taken down for a loss.
Andy Harmon just came across and drilled him.
Oakland 4th-round draft pick, a rookie from Memphis State. Kelly's pass on the screen is picked off out of deflection, but a penalty marker is down. Clyde Simmons able to field that deflection, but a flag has been thrown.
The flag is because Kelly hit an offensive lineman with the ball. So it would be against the Buffalo Bills, but the interception is going to take place, I would believe. I think this ball hit an offensive lineman. Are you ready for this?
Illegal touching. Number 67, offense. It's declined. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So Bill Brooks has been the favorite target thus far of Jim Kelly. 5 catches by Brooks. Here's Davis, who just came on for Thomas. Toss it up. Flag is thrown.
First of all, you're going to have holding against the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be on Ballard, number 75, and I think he was holding Andy Harmon, number 91. And I just said a moment ago, we saw this about 2 or 3 times so far in this game where the Bills are moving the ball and then turning it over. And here's another one.
Recovery made by William Thomas. His ankle, he is getting retaped, and the Bills expect that he will return. 2nd and 13 and right. Brought down again. It is number 51, William Thomas.
Talk about Pete Metzelar's having a record-breaking day. William Thomas is having a record-breaking day. This is probably the best game he's ever played.
Offensive coordinator of the Eagles, Bud Carson. 2nd down and 5. Right in trouble, and down he goes. Hauled down by Andy Harmon. Andy Harmon at 2.5 sacks Monday night against Dallas. That's his first today. He has 7.5 for the season.
2nd and 10. We'll get an injury report for you as soon as we can. Here comes the blitz. And the pass complete to Hester, and then he fumbles. Miano recovers at the 24. The Colts did everything right. They found the hot receiver, completed the pass, and then they fumble at the end. George changing the play. Pump fake, now he's in trouble, and they've got him back at the 21-yard line. The Eagles closed hard. William Thomas, the right side linebacker, applying pressure in there. Clyde Simmons also helping out. A spiral, and that is the only way to throw a spiral. Not a bad role model to throw from, especially a young arm like that. George in trouble. Keith Millard with the sack at the 2. Millard signed as a free agent in the offseason. Hurt his left knee in Game 6 after he was playing extremely well and has been used in pass rush situations. Verdun comes in as a wide receiver on 1st and 10. And George to throw again. Under pressure, they got him. The 2nd sack for Andy Harmon. Seeing the Fridge coming, but he's worked very hard, and he's made a difference in the defensive line. George and the Fridge got their loose ball. Eagle football. Perry and Simmons got there after initially very good protection, and there are flags down everywhere.
Holding, number 64 of the offense. Penalties declined. The ball was fumbled. 1st down.
And for the Colts. Oh, the Eagles, flags are down. It looked like 2 of the Eagles were about 3 yards offside. Let's see if they were drawn.
There's your flag. Offside. Defense, number 59. 5 yards. Still third down.
They were not drawn. Fine. This is taking a lot of time off the clock. Short fumble to snap from center. The Eagles have it. Oh, man. It just clanked off his hands. Byron Evans recovers. The drive is over. It's still 20-3.
Defensive effort here on 3rd down and 4. Buck under pressure. Sack. Clyde Simmons, Andy Harmon, and 8. Buck to the injured Wade Wilson at quarterback today, and he is sacked in the end zone. Ball is loose, recovered by the Saints. Thomas put the hit on him, and it'll be a safety. Second and 10. Saints 37-yard line. Derek Brown finds some running room and then is hit hard. The ball loose, and the Eagles have it at the 40-yard line of New Orleans. Byron Evans has come up with the fumble recovery. 3rd down and 10. Dalton Hilliard is in the backfield. And pressure on Bucky, sacked at the 25-yard line. 3rd sack of this half by the Eagles, Clyde Simmons. Kind of an injury. 2nd and 10, New Orleans. At their own 29. Walsh. And it's picked off by Eric Allen. He'll score. Touchdown.
Eric Allen, number 21 of the Eagles, is a big play guy. And what he does well is anticipate. Watch him break underneath early. He makes the break on the ball before Early gets into the pattern. And then it's clear sailing and 6 points.
5th interception of the season for Eric Allen. 2nd and 4 as we're back live at the 20-yard line. Steve Walsh, the quarterback, and the relief of Mike Buck was ineffective. That's picked up by Allen again, and will walk in. Touchdown, Eagles. Intended for Torrance Small. Eric Allen again sniffed that out all the way. His 4th touchdown of the season on 6 pickoffs. And that ties an NFL record for the All-Pro quarterback, number 21.
Well, what he did was ran the route for him. And you can credit Walsh for looking all the way, and you can credit Eric Allen for great anticipation, seeing it and making the break before the ball was ever thrown.
It out to the 34-yard line.
Well,
by Chilinsky.
Eric Allen is in zone. Now see, Walsh never looked anywhere except one spot, and that's exactly what Eric Allen was reading. Now they went to zone, and all he did was he read the quarterback and then dropped and made the break on the ball before it was thrown.
2 of those to the
last week. Houston gave the 49ers fits with the blitz. You'll see a lot of it tonight from Philadelphia.
He picked up enough for the first, and Steve Young under pressure loses the ball. It is a live football. It is Byron Evans who picks it up and goes in for the touchdown. William Thomas created the fumble, and it's run in for a touchdown by the Eagles.
No question, last week Houston kind of got the word out. The 49ers had a tough time dealing with Houston's blitz. 2 times in a row now Philadelphia brings the blitz. William Thomas, no one to pick him up, Dan.
No, they didn't even have a man assigned to him, and if they did, it was a blown. Watch the left side of your screen. Thomas is going to come off the corner. Nobody even gives him a good look. Looks like Guy McIntyre, the left guard, saw him at the last minute, but at that, it was done. And this is exactly the way the 49ers looked offensively against Houston.
3rd and 7. That was Young's first
incomplete pass. He's 4 of 5 for 33 yards. Young gets sacked, loses the football. McIntyre was there, and he does recover it to retain possession for San Francisco just barely.
And has Rice caught a ball?
That's not one of the components. One. He's caught one. Rice is in motion. Young sacked back at the 13.
Well, they'll be lucky if he didn't hurt his leg on that one. Andy Harmon nails him.
He's slow getting up.
Oh, boy, that was a serious shot to Steve Young's lower legs.
Well, that's why Seifert took him out of the Houston game. Some segments of the media, some fans criticize, but George had to look at the bigger picture. What if you lose your quarterback in a meaningless game? Look at that.
Well, Andy Harmon goes about 200.
Watch Steve's leg, though, slide. You see it slide?
Oh.
That saved him. He would like to head into the playoffs feeling good about this club. Better than he feels now.
2nd and 12, and the pass intended for Jones is intercepted by Byron Evans. A big night for Byron. Ran a fumble back for a touchdown and intercepts one here at the 31-yard line.
Byron Evans, we talked about earlier, had a broken arm and missed about 6 weeks of play. Britt Hager filled in for him, but Byron Evans is one of the fine middle linebackers around.
Third.
And if you believe that.
3rd down and 6. Here's Brent Jones, and he fumbles. Billy's got it at the 40. Byron Evans dislodged the football. So Evans has a fumble recovery, an interception, and a forced fumble, and Andy Harmon recovered it.
Football team, and both of them for quite a while at the same time.
1st and 20. Bono. And no fumble, he was down. Andy Harmon knocked him down. 3rd and 7 at the 48-yard line, and Jones back in the game and in motion.
Blitz again.
And Bono gets sacked back at the 35 by Keith Millard. 49ers will be forced to punt.
The Eagles would have to come from behind one more time. The man of this moment would be Eric Allen.
Messiah's in play action. He's back. He's firing. Intercepted by Allen. Eric Allen down the far sideline. He's going to go! Eric Allen! Eric Allen with the miraculous return of an interception. And the Eagles take the lead.
William Thomas emerged as an impact player. The third-year linebacker became a big playmaker, disrupting and delivering. Few defensive tackles matched the play of Andy Harmon, whose 11.5 sacks ranked second among all inside pass rushers in the NFL. And there's no question that Byron Evans was on his way to his first Pro Bowl before a broken arm sidelined him for 5 games at midseason. A season of injury is also a season of opportunity. Britt Hager replaced Evans, starting 6 games with little decline in productivity. The opportunity had come a year earlier for little Mark McMillan. In 1993, he played big. The defense kept the Eagles in every game. And with the arrival of William Perry against Miami, the run defense improved by almost 50 yards per game over the final 8 weeks of the season. 1993 was a season when many were called upon. Young players looking to establish an identity. The second half would also feature a record-setting performance by Eric Allen.
He looks right. He fires. It is intercepted by Allen. At the 20, 15, 10. Eric Allen, touchdown! Walsh back, fires to the near side. Intercepted. Eric Allen. And Eric Allen is going to score his second touchdown of this game!
Allen became only the third player in NFL history to return 4 interceptions for touchdowns in a single season.